It relates to the idea of connections with dolphin and aquatic consciousness being used as a energetic, you could say, fragrance, similar to aromatherapy, how that can brighten up the atmosphere of a room, the idea of these dolphin energies being projected into the space to present a level of energetic stabilization through the energetics of water. So your consciousness in many ways could be more explorative, more lucid. You are in that sense astrally, energetically basking in a water template, a water, you could say, matrix, allowing for your body to be experiencing the spirit realm as if it were floating in a river, effortlessly, gently allowing for you to daydream, feeling the gentle support and energy of the water. We are detecting the noises in that sense are related to the dolphin beings that were assisting the idea of your astral body in experiencing that type of elemental matrix of water. Now, we wish to share with you some ideas relating to ayahuasca that you may find very fascinating, very useful in your journey and progression. As you engage in the ayahuasca more, it is as if you are nourishing your body with it. It becomes, in that sense, your body. Just as when you eat a food, how the food becomes the physical body, the ayahuasca is in that way no different. It is able to be absorbed as a food very strongly into the idea of the different bodies that your esoteric traditions depict, such as the idea of the emotional body, the mental body, the dreaming body, the astral body, the sexual body. All of these different levels of your being, domains of your being, fields of your being, are, through consumption of ayahuasca, integrated with ayahuasca. At a certain point, you integrate enough of those different bodies, so to say, those different themes within your being, to a point where it then becomes relevant to include the physical body in that integration. At a certain point, you merge the other bodies that are more subtle with the ayahuasca essence, until one of the only relevant bodies left to integrate is actually the physical body. And you bring the physical body into the realm of spirit through the ayahuasca. Even though it may have seemed like your physical body was still in the room, having the experience, it's almost as if you were, in that sense, bilocating. You are allowing for your physical body to remain present in the room while you energetically projected the physical body into that spirit reality, allowing for you to almost be experiencing two versions of the physical body, one receiving nourishment from the physical reality rooted here, and you could say a copy of the physical body, or rather an astral body that is so integrated with the physical body that it still feels physical, was the vehicle for your consciousness during that ayahuasca experience. If someone observed you, it may have looked like you were still in the same room, but the level of energy you were bringing to your journey was a very strong vibrational match for your physical body. So it would appear as if you were bilocating.
I saw this woman with blue skin, like she was very clear for me.
Yes.
Okay. It kind of felt like it was me, but it wasn't physically me. She didn't look like me, but I felt identified with her very, very much. Who was she?
This relates to a few different civilizations. One moment. All right. This relates to the idea of serious consciousness. It relates to the idea of serious consciousness as well as hybridization. The being you were interacting with in that way was a serious hybrid, but from long ago. The idea of a serious hybrid that was interacting with the idea of Lemurian civilizations. Lemuria also, like Atlantis, very interested in communication, interaction with the oceans, interacting with the beings there. One moment. One moment. The channel is receiving a phone call, and we are patching another being in. One moment. The phone call in that sense, which is still occurring, representing the idea of this blue being reaching through into the transmission. And we will now allow for this being to express herself openly. One moment. All right. It is so endearing, wonderful to be in this shared space with you. We are speaking as a hybrid collective. I, myself, as a representative of that collective. And I am very delighted to project more strongly into your reality. In terms of the connections I am representing to you, I am very deeply representing, as the channel was saying, the idea of the Sirius consciousness. But Sirius consciousness expressing itself through a hybrid body on Earth, in Lemurian culture, allowing for myself to act as a representative of the ocean life within that civilization, as well as a source of Syrian knowledge and information for the Lemurian populations, working, playing in water temples, allowing for individuals to create space with us to more deeply, telepathically connect with the oceans and the oceanic consciousness.
What was happening to my body that day? Like I felt like we were doing something and I was interacting, but I don't understand what was going on.
The interactions related to the reprogramming of your own body's water. It relates to the idea of detoxification through the water passages of the body and reprogramming the water databases within your system. The water holding light, the water holding geometry, the water holding codes that are applied in many ways throughout your being in terms of physical vitality as well as mental emotional balance. So the spiritual realizations that you then have during the ayahuasca experience are then able to be more easily integrated because the water in your body is tuned to the essence of your spirit. So as you integrate the spirit through the ayahuasca adventure, the physical body and the psychology is better able to receive it. So you can integrate it and live it in a smoother way.
Is there a point to this? Am I guided to something with this? Because I feel I need to do ayahuasca again because
you are learning about how to create those same spaces in your life, recognizing that you are still in the ayahuasca dimension at all moments. The ayahuasca is simply opening your eyes to a world you're already interacting with. And what you are learning to embody is the essence of that world in a way that is of service to yourself, and treating yourself with that energy allows for you to share that energy with all of those around you, acting as a doorway for that energy to more greatly interact with your local reality and collective consciousness. You are, in that sense, a walking channel for the ayahuasca energies, and this is increasing for you. And again, this relates to what we have described and what the channel has described as the idea of your physical body becoming crystallized through the vibration of the ayahuasca energy. A part of that, a side effect of that, is operating as a authentic channel for that energy. Authentic in the sense that you are expressing that energy through simply being who you are at your core.
What's your name?
My name is one that is very much similar to your own name. You can use your name to access me. They are close enough. They are similar enough in essence. When you see me in your imagination, if you wish, you can apply your name to me. And you will find that it will strengthen our ability to communicate, because you will find as you receive my thoughts, they will seem to be coming from yourself, allowing for the connection to be very stable, very smooth. It will also allow for you to experience a new point of view of yourself. It will allow for you to see how vast you are, because I am in that way an extension of you. So as you see me as you will see just how expansive into spirit you are, and how rooted into all realities that I am connected to you are. The message I will share is the following. Remember the energy of being in water. Remember the feeling of being weightless, being suspended, being supported, floating, while simultaneously being grounded as the water grounds you to the earth. And as you imagine this feeling around your body, imagine you're able to very easily breathe the water as if you have gills. This will allow for you to re-experience a great deal of energies in your reality, including what it was to be a fetus. It will allow for you to experience this level of yourself very much when you were a projection from spirit into the physical reality, where there was much less rooting. It will allow for you to experience this point of view of yourself in a way that can more easily anchor you into that level of consciousness. This will also allow for you to experience more of your Sirius incarnations, as well as the idea of being a hybrid through imagining yourself having gills, that you're breathing water, and that it's nourishing to you. For my body, in many ways, functions like this. And I am, in that way, a very ancient hybrid. And these are tools you can use to strengthen these levels of connection within yourself.